Exploring Abandonment to Divine Providence, Simplified Interpretation. Book 1, 3 of Chapter 1, The Work of Our Sanctification. Imagine your journey toward becoming a better version of yourself, your sanctification, as some might call it. At times, it may feel like scaling an impossible mountain, fraught with challenges and obstacles. But what if I told you it could be simplified to one single practice? Jean-Pierre de Caussade proposes just that. Sanctity boils down to one thing: faithfully carrying out the duties appointed by God. Whether it's actively engaging in these duties or passively enduring them, the power to fulfill them lies within each of us. Think about your daily life. From the moment you wake up to the minute you lay your head down to rest, there are countless tasks, responsibilities, and interactions that make up your day. Each of these presents an opportunity for sanctification, a chance to align yourself with God's will. Consider the act of kindness you extend to a coworker, the patience you show during a frustrating commute, or the forgiveness you offer to someone who has wronged you. These seemingly small actions, when done with fidelity and intention, have the power to transform your character and draw you closer to God. It's not about grand gestures or elaborate rituals. It's about faithfully living out the duties appointed by God in your everyday life. And in doing so, you'll discover that sanctity is not as daunting as it seems. It's within your reach, waiting to be embraced with open arms. Let's break down the concept of fidelity into two parts: the active practice and the passive exercise. First, think of the active practice as the proactive side of fidelity. It's about rolling up your sleeves and tackling the duties that come your way, whether they're mandated by the laws of God and the church or specific to your chosen path in life. Imagine you're a student. Your active practice of fidelity might involve diligently studying for exams, attending classes, and treating others with kindness and respect. Or perhaps you're a parent, and your active practice entails nurturing and guiding your children, instilling values, and providing for their needs. Now, let's shift gears to the passive exercise of fidelity. This is where things get a bit more nuanced. Instead of actively doing something, it's about embracing what life throws your way with love and acceptance. Picture this. You're faced with a setback at work, or maybe a personal challenge arises that you weren't expecting. Instead of resisting or fighting against it, you choose to lean into it with an open heart, trusting that God has a purpose for everything that comes your way. So, whether you're actively fulfilling your duties or passively accepting life's twists and turns, both sides of fidelity work hand in hand to deepen your connection with God. It's about living each moment with purpose and intention, knowing that every experience, whether joyful or challenging, is an opportunity to grow closer to Him. Let's unravel the mystery of sanctity, shall we? Picture it like this. God's asking us to play a game of spiritual follow the leader, where He's the one setting the rules. But fear not, because these rules are simpler than you might think. First off, we've got the active side of fidelity. It's about doing what we're supposed to do, whether it's hitting up Mass on Sunday or showing kindness to our neighbor. And here's the kicker. If circumstances prevent us from doing something, like a health issue keeping us from Mass, God's not standing there with a ruler ready to smack our knuckles. He gets it. He's not in the business of setting us up for failure. Just a reminder that missing Sunday Mass is a mortal sin. However, if you're sick, you're exempted from this. Now, onto the passive side of sanctity. This is where things get even cooler. It's about rolling with the punches that life throws at us, whether it's a traffic jam on the way to work or a curveball that catches us off guard. Instead of kicking and screaming, we're called to embrace these moments with grace and love. But here's the real kicker. God's not just sitting back with a clipboard, checking off our spiritual to-do list. He's right there with us, pouring out grace like it's nobody's business. Think of it like this. Grace is all around us, waiting to be scooped up like a scoop of your favorite ice cream. And the best part? It's not just for the saints or the spiritual heavyweights. It's for all of us, no matter where we are or what we're going through. So, next time you're feeling overwhelmed by the pursuit of holiness, take a step back and breathe. You don't have to climb Mount Everest to find God. He's right there in the everyday moments, waiting for you to join Him on this wild adventure called life. All you have to do is open your heart and let His grace wash over you like a wave. Imagine if everyone, whether they're a ruler, a priest, a farmer, or a factory worker, realized just how achievable sanctity really is. It's not about performing grand miracles or embarking on epic quests. It's about embracing the simple, everyday duties of life with love and faith. Think about it. A king fulfills his duty by governing justly, a priest by ministering to his congregation, a parent by raising their children with love. Even the humblest tasks, like sweeping floors or making meals, can become acts of sanctity when done with a heart open to God's presence. And here's the kicker. You don't have to go searching for extraordinary moments or seeking out hardships to prove your devotion. Just live your life, embracing whatever comes your way with faith and trust in God's plan. That's the same spirit that fueled the saints of old, long before spiritual gurus and self-help books came into the picture. So, whether you're a CEO making big decisions or a student studying for exams, know that sanctity is within your reach. It's all about living in tune with God's will, moment by moment, in the ordinary rhythms of life.
Discover more than just the Baltimore Catechism and a treasury of prayers at Gentle Catholic Homeschooling. Delve into a captivating series of inspirational stories tailored for children and timeless classics of Catholic spirituality presented in simplified interpretations. Your support in this endeavor is not only deeply valued but also greatly appreciated. Don't miss out on future uploads by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel for more enriching content.